everyone. Hi guys, welcome to Ada's Diaries. If you're a new joiner or you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Ada Adetunji, and to my returning viewers, thank you so much guys and welcome back. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about some money mistakes that have made so many people remain poor. So if you're interested to learn all of this or to know what these mistakes are, stick around guys. A girl will go and be right back. Back and it's time to begin. Okay, if you've been following me on this channel, you would know that I've shared so many videos on how to save money, from habits to drop and the tips and hacks to saving money. I've also shared some videos on factors to be considered while setting businesses or side hustles. And now for today's episode is centered around sustaining, keeping, or growing your money. You ready guys? A girl is ready. You know what to do. Then bring your book, you bring your pen, and you bring your chair closer guys. Let's begin. Okay, so the first mistake is funding your addictions. Okay, so addictions, are habits we formed over the years, like something you keep doing and you feel you cannot stop doing it, or you cannot live if you don't do it. I have a friend who wouldn't eat any meal. She hardly takes water except she takes a pet drink. The cost of this pet drink now is 150 naira. She takes it per meal, but let's calculate per day. 150 per bottle. In a day, 150, right? In a month, times 30, 4,500 naira. In a year, guys, are you doing the math with me? Same with smokers. Most people that smoke, one pack they don't do just a stick. Most of them do one pack in a day or more. How much is a pack of cigarettes? Multiply by 30 guys, multiply by 12. This addiction can be anything. It can be food, it can be drinks, it can be alcohol, it can be drugs, it can just be anything. So you need to be asking yourself what your addiction is, and you start being conscious about it. So I'm not going to categorically sit here and tell you that because it's an addiction, stop it. It doesn't come easy, truth be told. So if you need to meet a counselor, if you need to meet an expert, if you need to meet someone who will take you on this journey to drop these addictions, please do. And sometimes the best advice you give is the one you give yourself. So you need to be conscious, you need to be intentional. Tell yourself, do the math guys. If you've done this for 5 years, multiply it by 5 years and know how much you spent under your addiction. Moving on to mistakes number 2, people living beyond their means. I mean, if you're here and you're someone who your salary is like this, the money you make every month is here, and your means are there, guy, babe, you're going to remain perpetually poor. And this is not me cursing you, this is just the reality. Nigerians hate hearing the truth, and this is the blunt truth. So ask yourself, what is making you live above your means? Are you trying to impress people? Are you trying to live for the grams? Is it low self-esteem? You need to know what these things are. See, you guys, you know the true meaning of sakpa. Sakpa is you using little or no money that you have to buy stuffs that necessarily you might not need, to impress people who are not even looking at you, who do not even know you exist, who do not like you, or who you don't even like. This is the true meaning definition of sakpa. And oga, if you're like that, you're going to lifetime being broke. Moving on to mistake number 3. Trying to involve yourself in all those get rich quick scheme, as in all these pyramid scheme, Ponzi schemes and all of that. If I tell you how many people MMM sent back to their village. I have a friend that was doing so well. She owned a boutique and she was doing pretty well. MMM came, she invested the first 500,000, she got 1 million. She invested another 3M, I think she got 6 million. She sourced for money, borrowed from banks, borrowed from people, invested, and MMM packed up. She was left in debt. Now she doesn't own her boutique. As in, this person I'm telling you, she had a boutique that was fueling her luxuries. My friend was traveling out, coming in, yes, and comfortably well. But MMM came, and she's struggling to be back on her feet. She has become an urgent 2K to so many people. Guys, stay away from Ponzi scheme. If you know people, rich people today, they did not attain the height where they are today. Today, there's a process. There were sacrifices that were made before they got to where they are today. So do not think there's a scheme that will tell you bring 20,000 naira, will give you 2 million. Why is some people still broke in Nigeria? Why some people still broke in the world? So you might want to start looking at this. This person that is telling you to bring 20,000 naira, is it not better they go to their village or go to their family and let all their family members bring 20,000 so that their family will become the richest family in the whole world? Are you even thinking what I'm thinking? Do you get it? If you don't get it, you must get it too. I will not tell you to forget about it. Pyramid schemes are those ones that will tell you invest 1,000, then you bring 2,000. Invest 1,000 naira, then you bring 2 people that will invest 1,000 naira for, then they will bring 2 people that will invest 1,000 naira. Before you know it, your shoe would have gone flat where you're looking for the second person. Maybe you even managed to bring one person, you're looking for a second person to bring. I mean, guys, these things don't come easy. Success does not come easy. Success needs a lot of sacrifices to be made, a lot of your time, a lot of your planning, a lot of things. You don't just wake up one morning and boom, you've become rich. Moving on to the next mistake is not investing wisely. I mean, this cannot be overemphasized. A lot of people have been crippled because they invested wrongly. Most people invested in things because my friend is cashing out in this business. Let me join my friend and cash out. Remember, your friend considered a lot of factors, time, profits, a lot of things before they ventured into their business. You, because you saw your friend was cashing out, you joined to cash out. Your time might not be enough for the required business. The money you have might not be enough for the required business. Guys, if you're here and you've not watched my video on factors to consider before making money, I think you need to rush to go and look at it, so that when you're investing, you know why you're investing, and you look at your schedule, the one that fits the most, before you invest in. So moving on to another mistake, saving your money in the bank and not investing your money. Yes, I said not the previous mistake was unwise investments. But now I am telling you, investments are way better than saving money in the bank. Then there are so many investments you can do. As in, I have an uncle that deals on lands. Like, he buys lands, and when it appreciates, he resells it, buys, resells, and my uncle is living large and cashing out. Look out for things you can invest your money. Do not be scared of taking risk because you don't want to invest unwisely. Look out for things to invest. Moving on to another, staying in debt. As in, if you're someone here and you are fond of staying in debt, whether you're borrowing from banks or wherever, if you can do without borrowing from bank, except you want to start up a business and you're sure you know the return on investment, you know when the profits will start booming, you've planned out this so well that at a period of time you're going to start reaping so and so quantity, go ahead and borrow. But if you know that you are not sure of what you're venturing into, you might not want to borrow money from bank, because you might end up paying as much interest as you wouldn't, that business wouldn't survive, or that investment wouldn't survive. And if you're here, you're fond of borrowing money from here and there, being in debt from colleagues, from friends, and give me, I'll give you back, and you end up not giving back. See, you cannot be rich and you're draining another person's money. Go and pay back the money you're owing someone if you want to make it in life. I mean, this one has nothing to do with being spiritual. This one has nothing to do with being religious. Moving on to another mistake, people relying so much on credit cards, ATM cards, and not doing so much of cash. Like, I can't overemphasize this. I can't stop talking about this. If you form the habit of always doing ATM cards, credit cards, and all of that, there's this mindset that there's money in the bank, and you keep swiping. The more you swipe, the more you remove bank money from your accounts, and the more you go down. Is relying on one source of income. If you're here, your source of income is just one business, and that is where the whole family wants to die on. Guy, reconsider. Having one source of income is risk. Another mistake people do is people not saving up or not having emergency fund. I mean, life happens, things happen. You wake up one morning and your car engine refuses to, your ignition refuses to start, or your car refuses, or the tire has lessened. Talk more of life. For you listening to me, there is need for you to build an emergency fund, critical fund. It is really emergency fund, critical fund for critical needs. Yes, it is really critical. Like, you don't own your life, you don't know what happens next. Nothing is ever guaranteed in life. Anything can just happen at any time. So bro, sis, if you're here listening to me, what are your plans to set up an emergency fund? Moving on to this point, guys, if you're here and you have only one bank account, start now to consider. You should have more than one bank account, guys. I have 5, and I'm not saying I have a lot of money in all of them, but I'm saying I have bank account for emergency fund. I have for balling, that is where my bone straight hair is, that is where my vacation money is, that is where my clothing money is. I have money for bills, like my monthly groceries, that is where it goes in. Weekly expenses, that is where it goes in. I also have an account for I call it project account. It is like an untouchable account. Miscellaneous account, this is where urgent 2k is, parents welfare, give me, I need this, borrow me that. That is where the money is. My miscellaneous, if he finishes, no matter how you beg me for 200 naira, I would not give you. Guys, I pretty much talked about different mistakes that people have been making that have made them remain poor. I bet you don't want to make these mistakes. So you want to sit down and draw your plan, map out your strategies well, so that you can sustain whatever money you're saving, you can grow whatever money you're making, so that you don't go poor. So if you're here and you're a new joiner and you've not subscribed to my channel, guys, this is the time to click on the subscribe button and click on the notification button, so that you get all the videos as soon as we drop it. And for my old-time subscribers, guys, I love you like this. You know how much I love you. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for staying on this channel with me. And today I'm going to be giving a special shout out to my cousin Divine Amadi. I mean, he is the brain behind this channel. Thank you so much, bro. You know how much I love you. Thank you so much, guys. Till the next episode drops, I still remain your girl, Ada Adetunji. Love you all. Bye.